So now I'll be writing the point slope form. And if you notice, I already wrote it down. It is how I avoid a mistake. So here I'm writing the point slope form. What I need to do is I need my slope. And I would need my point. And in fact, I would use point slope form if I do not know my y-intercept. And here, if I take a look, I don't know what my y-intercept is. So this is an ideal candidate for point slope form. So really, all I have to do is they already were so kind to give me a point. So I may want to plug in that point into my equation. So I notice that the y value, the x value is 6, the y value is 3. So that component would look like that. And now I just need to figure out the slope. So I look at the graph and I figure out my slope. And what we notice is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. My slope is equal to my rise over my run. And my slope is equal to 3 over 4, positive 3 over 4. All right, next one. Same sort of type of deal. We take a look. We don't have an easily identifiable y-intercept. So probably point slope form is going to be my candidate that I would use. So I'm going to take those xy values, I'm going to plug them in. So y minus 6 is equal to x minus negative 4. And my slope, I'm just going to calculate my slope. My slope is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. My slope is rise over run, which is negative 4 over 3. Now, if you notice, I don't really like the way that looks. And it is poor form. So I'm going to choose to change that subtraction of a negative 4 to an addition of positive 4. So I'm just going to quickly go over this. An equation of a line in general form can be found by generating the equation of a line from the slope-intercept or point slope form, and then writing it into general form. So we've done work like this on previous lessons. So really, if I'm given the slope y-intercept or the y-intercept, I would probably start off with the slope-intercept form. Plug in my values. And if the question says write it in general form, and general form is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, you have the algebra skills. And in fact, we've done this in previous lessons. So you just change this into general form. Remember, a, b, and c are integers, where a has to be positive. Similar for point slope form. So using my slope and my point, there we have this general form, and what we have is this point slope form, and what we can do is we can write this in general form. We've also done this as well. Now the only change up we can do is on a graph. Guess what we do when we work from a graph? So from a graph, we either change it to slope-intercept form, or the point slope form, whichever one is more useful in our situation. And then we change it into algebraically into general form. If I were to do C and D, what I would notice is that I'm given the y-intercept for C, so I'm more inclined to use the the slope intercept method. Now, if I take a look at D, look at that. They were also kind and gave me the y-intercept. So I would use the slope intercept method again to write down my original equation. And then I would change it algebraically into general form. There's no way of generating the general form from the graph.